This is the HomeTech Podcast for Friday, September 19th from Sarasota, Florida. I'm Seth Johnson.
From Reynoldsburg, Ohio, I'm TJ Huddleston.
And from Pickering, Ontario, I'm Gavin Campbell.
And welcome to the HomeTech Podcast all about home technology, home automation, and I guess technically it's iPhone Friday today, right? Technically?
Not when you're listening to the show, but when we're talking about the show, yes. Technically tomorrow though, because it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Are you guys getting a phone? I'm going to the Apple Store to pick up my first phone on release day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got my watch, my phone. They'll all be delivered tomorrow. I can wait. I'm good. I gotta work in the morning anyway, so I mean.
Yeah, my pickup's not until like 5 or 6 o'clock at night, so.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up an AirPods Pro 3 as well, and that's it.
So on my AirPods too, I got the translation thing, but it only does certain languages, right? It only does like 5 or 6 languages. I couldn't get that thing to work, and I guess it can filter out the TV, like it knows when you're talking to a person. So I have to find somebody that speaks one of those languages, so I can test out that feature. I don't know anyone, because it only gave like Spanish, French, German, UK English, US English, but it's not gonna like translate those. So
we can listen to Owen now.
I don't know what Owen's saying this whole time. Yeah. No, I was trying to find somebody on OnlyFans that I can talk to and test this out with.
What is that? Is that Omegle or whatever it is?
Omegle.
Omegle, yeah.
Don't ask how I know.
No Potswall translation.
No Jamaican, no. Yeah, I thought there were, I had so many
really
plans. I was planning places to go, like for a pedicure, so I can listen in on them when they're talking about me. But no, it doesn't even translate their language. Those people are safe. They're safe.
Looks like I thought I was getting mine on the 25th because I waited to the absolute last minute to order. And no, the phone's coming tomorrow, so I'm gonna have a phone tomorrow with everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what mine said originally. It was like the 25th or 26th, and I was like, I'm using this old phone right now. I need to get my phone fast, so I'll just do store pickup.
I did get my cases. I got 2 cases because I wasn't sure of the. I got the silicone case because that's what I've been using. I've been using a version of it, and I usually start off with the Apple until it breaks and falls apart, and then I get mad and don't buy it again. But I figured there's not a new version of that. But I got the fine woven one to see how that was.
That's the one I got too. Yeah.
It's way better than the old one, that's for sure.
The old one gave me chills for some reason.
Yeah, you touch it and you get the goosebumps up your arm.
Yeah.
I don't know what caused that exactly, but no, this one's not bad. It's not a bad feel to it. A little slippery, but we'll see how that breaks in.
My favorite case was still the leather case they used to have.
Oh, those are so good.
I like that one, but oh well. I feel bad for all the people that ordered through our carriers up here because I saw that people were getting emails from the carriers that all their orders are back ordered, and people are saying like 4 weeks away before you get it, and stuff like that. So there was a lot of upset people about that. Apparently, like Apple will, take the phones for themselves first, and then they divvy it up amongst the carriers what they can. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people are not getting it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm still going caseless, but I did decide to buy a screen protector for this phone. So
yeah, I bought a couple of them.
Yeah, I never use a screen protector, but with the iPhone 15, the only thing that got beat up on my phone without a case was the screen. It was covered in scratches. Everything else on the thing was flawless. So yeah. I'm hoping for something similar. I'll get a screen protector this time to keep the screen in good condition. But I got on the Apple update program thing that they have, so no matter what, I have Apple Care with it.
Yeah.
Did either of you get the Air?
No,
I really thought about it.
I need the camera.
Yeah, I like the camera, but I don't know. I went back and forth on it, and I think it's gonna be a nice phone. There's people saying it's not gonna be a nice phone. I saw MKBHD's. He's like, no, it's not going to be good. And they have the battery pack, I think, give it away. Like, it's going to die pretty quickly. They made only one battery pack that fits only one phone this year, and it's that one. Like, it can't even fit on the other ones. It's so funny.
Yeah. Well, I saw the iPhone Air bend videos. They look impressive. It looks impressive. It holds up to,
Oh, yeah.
I was pretty impressed.
We'll have to see. I don't know. I think I'm gonna be happy with this one. But man, little tiny thin phone sounded pretty cool too. So
yeah, I had to go to the Apple Store today to actually buy some ear tips for my AirPods, and I was hoping really just to play with the Air while I was there, but they didn't have it on display just yet.
Oh, boo!
I was like, come on, just put it out. We all know it exists. Let me touch it. Maybe I'll have time tomorrow to play with it.
Let us know how that goes, TJ.
I'll let you know in like 4 weeks when you hear the follow-up to this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get it out one of these days. It's been busy. I've been busy. So, yeah. Let's see. Got some CDO Expo numbers. They say there are 14,000 registrants for this show. So 14,000.
How many showed up?
It's always the question, right? I don't know. They're trying to put a good face on it, it looks like. But going back and looking at the numbers, that's probably... So last year, there were 15,200 registered and 12,239 verified showed up. So I think this is probably going to be one of the lower shows. It's kind of crazy. So see, this is what happens when we don't go to the show. It loses probably 11,000 people there, I guess. Probably a smaller show. This is like half the size it used to be. It used to be over 20,000 that people would show up for. Of course, they did it in fun places like San Diego, which if it was in San Diego, I would go back for because that was beautiful and the weather was beautiful.
Yeah, San Diego
the place
was really
beautiful.
nice.
And the food was great and the people were good. I mean, not all of them, but some of them were good. And then like, I don't know. I just had a great time in San Diego. So I'd definitely go back.
Well, I feel like back then there was probably a little more innovation. Nowadays, the CDS kind of just it's stale. There's not a ton going on. So
yeah, but I'd go back to San Diego.
Well, yeah, maybe that'll help spur innovation. You know,
exactly.
I don't know. It seems like one of those things that you go to now if you're just going to meet up with the manufacturers and maybe your sales reps and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a show you go to see revolutionary technology. It's to catch up with the industry.
Yeah, I really feel like a lot of the good shows are like smaller, very focused, like hyper focused shows. Like one of the best shows I went to in the last couple of years has been Lightapalooza, which is like highly focused on lighting. Now there's more than that there. Like Josh AI is there and there's other things there, but like there's probably 800 or 900 people at this show and it's super, super focused and it's just a lot of fun because it's like what they're talking about and who is there. It just kind of like focuses everything. And in the CDA, it's like everybody's there that can be there. A lot less than used to be, but it's just a huge show, and like you can get lost like just wandering through looking at different things, and not really have like a focused time when you're there. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely like the regional shows, those types of shows. I think those are going to get more popular as time goes on. Definitely cheaper to get to.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, that's that. CDS sounds fun. 14,000, maybe 11,000. We'll see. I think strategy will probably come up with some. He usually goes and looks at the numbers from the public company reports. He usually goes and looks at the official numbers there and reports on them. So,
well, you know what show has 10 times the amount of attendees as CDS, Seth?
Sounds like a big show.
What's that?
CES. CES 2026.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we'll have more than that. We'll find out.
Maybe it will have.
In 2025, supposedly it had over 142,000 attendees. So
wow,
that's a lot of people. Guess where we'll be going next year?
CEDIA?
No, CES.
I get strong.
You were close.
Close.
The same letters, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that sounds fun. I should get in on that.
You should.
I was waiting for you to say something.
I mean, we already got a hotel booked, so
yeah. It sounds like a lot of fun.
I don't have flights yet, but flights are expensive. I don't know why flights to Vegas are so expensive right now. It's like $300 or $400, and a lot of times they're not even nonstop. Some of them have layovers for like 8 hours in like random places like Los Angeles or something.
8 hours?
So,
that's weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
Cheaper from Toronto for once.
I know. What the heck? So I'm waiting for flights to come down a little bit. Hopefully that happens. Or not. I don't know. Maybe I won't go.
Possibly.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Possibly.
We'll be able to find a ticket.
Definitely possibly.
I'm sure I can convince Nicole to drive.
How long of a drive is that for you?
Oh, probably forever. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. That's way too long.
Probably forever.
Just go with the stopover.
I don't even want to drive to Florida. Let's see. How far is Vegas from here? It is a lot of miles. It's only 2,100 miles, so it would take 29 hours of straight driving. I mean, it's not bad.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
Just start on Friday. We'll get there eventually.
And then you gotta leave like halfway through the show to get back.
Oh man, that sounds awful.
So I did head over to this. Did over to Strategy. He has an interesting story here about his experience at CEDIA. says to his eyes, he said, to my eyes, the floor looked pretty busy, maybe not shoulder to shoulder as in years past, but relatively busy. He said, as my schedule progressed, moving me around the venue, including the middle of the hall and even the back of the center, it appeared that though the traffic was more of an ebb and flow situation, the front of the hall tended to be more consistent. So yeah, that's a little back area vendors never get all the buzz because like Crestron and all the big booths are up front. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, interesting. I'll have to read this later. He's usually fun. He's usually a fun read over there. All right, we do have a couple of HomeTech headlines tonight. So what do you say we get started?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, big news from Smlite. The Sm Hub is out, right?
SM Lite. Okay.
All right. SM Lite. Friends over at SM Lite has a new SM Hub Pro that integrates 5 major smart home platforms: Z-Wave, Zigbee, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. And it has infrared. And if you want to, it's got 5G LTE or 4G LTE on it. Yeah, it's a hub. It supports 500 plus brands, including Philips Hue, Sonos, and Xiaomi. Gavin, you love the SM Lite stuff. Well, are you gonna switch off Home Assistant and get this, or is this something you integrate with Home Assistant?
This is something you integrate, but this is I think this is more of an enterprise level type thing. I can't even find the cost of it right now. It has SD card, it has LEDs on it. It is pretty much a hub, but it also it hosts a lot of the software. Like it would host the MQTT server on it directly, and stuff like that. So it hosts a lot of that locally, which is pretty good too. But I think this would be overkill for me, but maybe it's not. Let's see what the price is.
Let's see what the price is.
But no, it looks nice. It basically takes all your antennas and disconnects it from your Home Assistant install, allows you to do a PoE and have it over the network. I don't think it has Matter though.
It's not a very good towel holder. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it looks more like a router.
It does have Thread.
Router. Does it have Thread?
Yeah.
Okay, it has Thread, so that's good. But I also heard that Thread doesn't like working you could run into issues if you don't have it directly plugged in, over the network type things. Because if you have a network hiccup, it can cause devices to go offline. So it's not really the best way of doing Thread or Matter. But this looks interesting. And you would say, why do you have so many antennas? Well, my Home Assistant setup, I have Zigbee, Z-Wave, Thread. I have the SDR antenna. I have Bluetooth. So I have 5 antennas right there on my Home Assistant install, right? Just to get all these other devices working nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing has, it's got all these antennas. We'll talk about that. Whatever. It's got GPIO. It's got a GPIO.
Yep.
It's got I2C output on it. It's got a buzzer. If you wanted to start buzzing for whatever reason, it's got a buzzer on there. Yep. It's got RJ45 Ethernet with optional PoE plus, or PoE attachment on it. 3.5 millimeter audio jack. So if the buzzer's not enough, you can hook it up to a speaker system or a horn or something. I don't know. I have an AI horn over here. Maybe I can hook it up to that. Probably not. It's got 4G LTE, which I thought was kind of funny. It's an optional add-on. Bluetooth 5.2. I mean, who has Bluetooth? They do. IR receiver, IR transmitter.
Which is interesting, an IR receiver. So you can point a remote at this and control things with any remote.
Exactly.
Yep.
SD card slot. Don't know why you need it, but you can have it. And then all sorts of USB ports on this thing that say upstream and downstream. And I don't know what any of that means, but there they are. And it's got buttons on it. This thing has buttons. So whenever we get this in, whenever we get the price of this, we need to put in the price per button database because it has 3 buttons. So
yeah, it does have Matter on it. I just figured that out. But
it's got everything. What doesn't it have?
No Z-Wave.
It's got Z-Wave.
Oh,
yeah, they got it, man. They got it everything. He's got them covered.
It also has Node-RED built, hosted right on it so that you can actually have it do automations if you didn't want to hook it up to Home Assistant. It's got WireGuard, so you can throw this in a whole different house. It will VPN back to your Home Assistant. It's got anything you can think of at this point.
Absolutely crazy. This company just keeps coming out with different antennas. They have way too many options at this point. I have no idea.
I know.
I
what
agree.
any of them are. I think we were talking about it in the hub this week or the last week.
Yeah.
And it was just looking at their website. I'm like, there's 20,000 antennas and they all do the same thing.
Just get the one with the more antennas.
That's right.
Yeah. This has got This has got addressable RGB LEDs. So like if you wanted to have it as a piece of artwork on your wall, not in an industrial setting, Gavin, but like if you just wanted to put it up there with your Philips Hue and what's all the other stuff, like you could do that too, and have it probably play. You could probably have it play music and move its lights to the music. I bet it'll do that too.
It's an interesting device. Like I said, it looks like an old router. Those old what was the?
It's just like spider router is what it looks like.
Yeah, it's just it's got everything. I'm interested to see the cost of it when it gets released.
It has an undisclosed button. There's also a reset button, so I think we have to count that as a fourth button. So whatever the cost is divided by 4, that'll be on. We'll have to put that in the price per button database, which I'm not maintaining very well, clearly. So we'll have to get back to that one of these days.
Okay, I found it on, it says AliExpress. I found a link on AliExpress. Is it the actual price? Because it's saying 108 Canadian on AliExpress.
What is that in US dollars? 99. Well, everything else on their website is $99. So I can't imagine. Are they going to, it's like 4 products in one. Are they going to sell that for $99 too? Because then why would you buy their $90?
This can't be right, because on smartlight.me it's saying $45.
Well,
that seems too cheap for this device.
Yeah, this says Pro in it. They may know their antennas. They may not know their pricing. So we'll get back to you on this.
Yeah,
we'll come back and check it out and get it added in the database. But yeah, we'll put a little follow up in there once we know that. Once we know how much the SMUB will cost, we'll put it on there. So SM Light, check them out. They do have some really cool products, and I know Gavin's been working with them for a while, so all good reviews on that end. All right, let's move on here. Amazon has sent out some invitations for our annual fall hardware event where we're going to see some new Kindles, some Fire devices, some Echo devices, all that stuff. So I guess we'll have to keep an eye on this one too. Maybe it's a new product that comes along. They're not, I don't know, like these events have got to be boring now. Remember that Amazon was cool and they would do like, hey, we made a clock with...
I made a microwave.
It's a microwave.
Alexa. And it cost $38.
Yeah. We spent $1 billion and nobody bought this. But we're going to keep... Nope, we're not going to do that anymore. And now they don't make any fun stuff anymore. They just make the...
You can only make so many Fire phones, you know?
and they make a lot of the same thing in different sizes.
Well, I mean, at this point, they really have no competition. If you're looking at like the smart speaker space, right? Their competition before was Google, which is basically non-existent at this point. They've not released any new speakers in quite a while. There's some rumors they might, but it's like 2 speakers, so whatever. And then their other option is Siri with the HomePods, but not really a ton of options either. So I don't know. Alexa's kind of by itself at this point.
What would you like them to like? Release
microwave or some tennis shoes or
Alexa.
Something?
Wait, never mind. Honestly, I don't know. Like, voice control isn't for me at this point, so I can't really say that anything would make it appeal to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think if I was able to use it better with my Sonos speakers or something, I think I would like have a higher chance of using it. But I don't really have any desire to go out and buy Alexa speakers.
The funniest thing on this page is actually, since you mentioned Google, like at the bottom of this page that the story's on, there's another story from Jennifer Patterson Dewey that says Google Nest may become Google Home again. So I guess there's a Google Home speaker, which may be bringing back the name of Google Home. So
yeah, they saw it in the Google event they had the other day.
Yeah.
A little speaker sitting there and it caught a lot of people's attention, and that's where that's coming from. I mean, I just want Alexa Plus at this point. I just want to try Alexa Plus. Like, you know, it feels like it's been forever.
Not for you.
Yeah, I know.
It says the Google Home speaker, which is not a Google Nest speaker, it's a Google Home speaker, is expected to arrive on October 1st. So maybe we'll see that.
That's a few weeks away. Or that was 2 days ago if you're listening to this.
Yeah. Just pretend we're in a time vacuum right now. Yeah. Please do. All right. Some new product from Unify. Because a week can't go by without us talking about freaking new product from Ubiquiti. Jeez. They launched a bunch of new storage solutions, which are kind of cool. And there's a little baby one now that has PoE. It's a PoE powered NAS drive, right? So
with 2 hard drive slots. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Or a 4 hard drive one too.
Yeah.
So it'd be that kind of thing. Like would be good for, back, like, to me, that's like a perfect machine for doing like, what is the Apple thing that it does?
Time capsule.
Time machine. Yeah.
Time machine. That's what it was.
Be perfect for doing that. Because you have it sitting on the desk and sitting right there.
I find these products very interesting because they open up a whole new range of, target users. Because you don't have to have a rack for these kind of products. They can just sit on your desk or on a shelf, and they work. It's interesting. It's nice to see them doing this.
That's a UNAS 4.
Yeah, especially with the rack mount option they have now. They basically have a 1U rack mount option that looks similar to their UNVR. So that's nice as well, because it was only 2U before.
There was it was 2U. Oh, so the 1U now. Okay, I thought it was only.
Yeah, there are always like 4 different models today.
Yeah, I'm confused. Yeah,
they got the UNAS 2 and the UNAS 4, which is the PoE powered 2 or 4 bay, and then they have a UNAS Pro 4 and 8, which is 4 and 8 drives. The 4 though is only 1U, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that is kind of nice. I don't know. So they just have to do Docker now, right? Like, what are we waiting on? Then I'm off this Unraid train. Like, were you?
Docker is hard. You see the thing why I wouldn't move off Unraid is because, when you get into Docker and hosting VMs and stuff like that, you rely on the power of the machine a lot, the memory and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you get into these other, like Unify, you wouldn't be able to easily expand the power. You'd probably easily expand memory or something like that, right? So that's kind of why Unraid will have its spot still.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding on that one, but like this would be a good spot for storage. I mean, what this is really kind of going after, honestly, is like Synology,
yes,
QNAP,
yep.
There's one other big one I can't think of right now, but those types of products where actually I have 2 of them. And I just looked over in one of the drive bays, like the little doors like open on the Synology over there. I don't know why that's like that, and it should not be like that.
And the price of these units was actually really good, right? Like,
yeah, fairly cheap, especially compared to Synology. Like, I think if you wanted a Synology rack-mounted NAS before, I mean, you were spending at least like $2,000.
Yeah,
the fact that you can get this for $500 for a rack mount is pretty nice, and it's not the same thing as Synology. The Synology is going to do way more, but it's getting there. It's a new product line.
Yeah, I mean, the Synology could do way more. I mean, it could do way more just because they run Docker, right?
Right.
But and Synology does have a bunch of applications they built on top of their products for like backup and file sync, that are honestly quite nice. But if you're just looking for raw storage, I mean, this is not bad. Not a bad price. Not a bad price to get started, I guess. Do I go buy one? Should I go buy one?
Go buy one. I mean, it'll be more useful than your AI horn. So maybe you can turn that into a NAS.
Maybe I could. It sits on my desk where a NAS should live, I guess. All right. Well, let's move on here. We'll put a link to all the new products they advertised on there. I was on their site and I came across like little accessories that they have on there now that I'm like, I don't remember them releasing these, but they're there. They've got all sorts of little fun little fiber to copper accessories, and they have like a 5 gig USB port for like hardwired port to plug into your computer. So you get 5 gig network on your computer. It's crazy. Anyway, moving on here. We've got Ultra Lock. We got some lock talk stories here. All right. And my buttons are not working on my mouse. There we go. Ultralock has added Android tapped unlock to its Apple HomeKey smart lock. So, this is not a very pretty lock.
It is not.
But that's okay.
I mean, it's not the ugliest lock though, right? I mean, there's definitely uglier locks.
It's on the closer side to that. Yeah. Yeah. And the Ultralock Bolt NFC is a smart lock. It's got a free upgrade that's going to add near field communication for tap to unlock with Android phones, compatible Android phones. It also supports Apple's HomeKey, or currently does. But if you're like TJ and need to switch away from whatever phone vendor you want for a week or two, then this would be a perfect lock for you.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that I think should be like basic. Your lock should not only work with one phone company; it should work with both phone companies. And right now, there's only two, so it's not that hard to support both of them with your product.
And especially if it's all NFC stuff. I don't know, like, did Android have, like, I guess they did have, like, a little key thing.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause Apple's had that for a while, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Android usually has things before Apple, but Apple does a better job at, making people use it, so.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I never heard of the Android tap. I always heard of, like, people using the Android thing to, like, tap a thing that they install, like a sticker or something.
Like an NFC tag or something. Yeah, that was popular with the nerds back in the day. Like, oh, I could tap this NFC tag when I get in my car and automatically turns on my hotspot and does a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. But I never saw an Android tap to unlock lock until this one.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a couple of them out there, but I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. We got another. This one I think just takes the cake because this Wise. All right, are you a fan of palm vein technology? Are you a fan of the Tesla Cybertruck? Boy, do we have a lock for you. Wise is coming out with a touchless lock that basically reads your palm.
Oh.
It looks like the Tesla Cybertruck mounted to your front door.
It does.
And it does. We got a link. Dave Zatz dug this one up from somewhere. Who knows where he gets this from. And then, it's just a keypad. I guess it has the lock underneath that little door there for backup, but interesting.
I mean, this looks better than the Ultra Lock one we just looked at, so.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I really don't understand the whole like palm scanning thing though. That seems like such a weird thing to me. Is this like a stopgap until we get somewhere else? And I guess maybe Gavin and I are probably only the ones that have this problem. But in the wintertime, like fingerprints and stuff don't really work that well outside. I wonder if palm prints work better.
You have gloves on.
Well, I don't wear gloves because we're Northerners. We need gloves for it. But it's just like one of those things. Your fingerprint, like when in the wintertime, it's always like messed up anyway because the gloves or you're in snow or salt, whatever it is. So maybe the palm thing is more reliable. It says recognition in 0.3 seconds. That's pretty quick.
I think you'll have to get one of these.
Maybe.
Well, he also notes that Wise's whole business model is looking a bit shaky as the company publicly amended a $255,000 tariff bill on $167 worth of goods. That's not good. That's not a good thing at all. The Walk is Broke episode on South Park is pretty good on talking about tariffs.
Yeah.
And the what are the little things? The boo-boos? Oh my God.
Yeah, those.
The boo-boos. Yeah.
I saw one of those in a client's house this week. I was hoping they would not attack me.
Oh, we've got them all around the house here.
Oh, they're a real thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like
they look just like that too.
The song they play, like on their little, when they're selling them or whatever. Yeah, that was crazy. Even the packaging they got correctly done.
Why these things look like they want to just jump out and kill you?
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Did you not watch the episode?
Yeah.
They told you.
Ever since I was I'm just not a fan of dolls because when I was a kid I sat there and watched a movie called Dolls.
Oh yeah.
It was a pretty long time ago and it really scarred me for life.
I'll have to add that to the list. We're in the middle of our run up through October watching all the scary movies that we possibly can and just going through the back catalog. We're on Friday the 13th will be part 4 soon. We watched part 3, which I didn't realize was one of the crappy 3D movies of the 80s. So it's Friday the 13th part 3 in 3D, and almost in the first few scenes they have those cheap tricks where they have like a stick that they're pointing in your face. Yeah. It's like, oh, come on. The whole movie was like that. It was so bad.
You can't watch those old movies and get the same experience you had when you were like 14 watching them. Like,
No. They're like, did they actually write a script for this? No, I don't think they did. It was shot very well. The special effects were really good for the time period. So good job. All right, let's see. Moving on here. All right, so this is a fun one. Samsung has integrated ads into its smart refrigerators in the U.S. as part of its latest update. The Family Hub refrigerators will display advertisements on the screen when not in use, for other tasks. Such this is the most ridiculous thing ever. So you've bought this refrigerator. It's got a TV screen on it now that you saw there, and you may have stuff on it. It may tell you your grocery list or something, but when you're not using it, it's going to show you an ad in your kitchen.
I mean, why not? I need to see ads when I go to get milk out of my fridge. This is like one of those things that like was obvious, right? I mean, like it's got a display. It's going to get ads at some point, and especially given Samsung. I mean, if there's anybody that I would bet would put just ads on your fridges, it would be LG and Samsung.
I'm not a fan of this. I hate when the vendors, like, you buy a product and you expect it to be a certain way, and then all of a sudden they come and they start dumping ads on you, and you're like, I didn't buy it for these. Like, if I had known this product would have had ads on it, I probably would not have bought it in the first place. But it didn't, and now they've changed it on you. And usually they introduce things like ads to subsidize the cost of the product. Are the price of these fridges going to go down now because the ads?
No, there's tariffs. You pay the tariffs.
That's right.
Yeah. This upset me with my LG TV, because when I bought my LG TV, there were no ads on it. I did not expect ads, but now they started sneaking in ads on things like the screensaver. When your screensaver is going, all of a sudden an ad pops up. And it's like, I didn't pay for that. I can't turn it. Like, if I turn it off, I actually lose features on my TV, which I'm not happy about.
That's why you just don't connect your TV to the internet. Your fridge too, I guess.
Well, your fridge.
If I defeat the whole purpose of the display.
But that's the whole thing, is like, if you don't connect the TV to the internet, you lose features on the TV. Features like AirPlay. So yeah, you could get an Apple TV, put it in HDMI 1 and run everything off there. But they actually take away features from you until you accept everything. And one of those everythings is the ads. And I'm not a fan of this. But all the vendors are going this way. It seems like all of them, you can buy, no matter what TV you got, they'll eventually do this. Can't win. Don't get me started.
Just don't buy a smart fridge with the display. I feel like that's the answer, right? What do you need a display on your fridge for?
I'm just trying to find a fridge without an ice maker that breaks on me. Like,
well, you're not buying a Samsung, then.
One of those. Yeah, exactly.
You want liquid all over your floor? Buy Samsung. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Vote with your wallet here. I mean, that's really all there is to it. Nobody should be buying these, and it's kind of wild that they are going to be doing this to, quote, strengthen the value of owning a Samsung smart fridge. Jeez.
This actually makes you not recommend the fridge to people.
Yeah, don't buy this.
If someone came to me and said, "Oh, I'm getting this fridge, smart fridge, and it has a screen on it," I go, "If you're willing, you're going to get ads on it too. Do not buy."
Yeah, big old do not buy. Don't buy a Samsung TV for kind of the same reason, or an LG TV. Evidently, don't buy those either. So.
And my mom has an old school fridge in her basement. It's probably older than me, and that thing still works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
My Samsung broke down, had issues in the first 3 years. And the ice box keeps freezing up. I just turned it off now.
Yeah, they don't defrost correctly or whatever. So, yeah. All right. Well, we'll put a link to this in the show notes, and all the other links and topics discussed tonight we found over there too, over at HomeTech.fm/544. All right, nothing in the mailbag this week, but we do have a pick of the week, and courtesy of our Travelin TJ. You've been all over, and you took a picture of what I thought was one of those jerky dehydrator oven things. Nope. It looks like you're at a bar, and they made one little shelf with very tight, close, confined shelves for their DirecTV boxes.
That's right. And I don't get too technical here, but these are Spectrum cable boxes.
Oh, so they're even hotter.
Yeah, that's right. They're built to fail automatically. Yeah, I was in Tiffin, Ohio, which is in between like here and Toledo. It's like Sandusky area, for work this week, and this was at the restaurant/bar next to our hotel called Carmi's Barbecue and Grill. So thanks for the picture there, Carmi's.
I like the remote shelf.
Yeah. Somebody actually went and built the shelving unit for it, and they've actually prepared for expansion by adding 2 extra shelves.
Well, actually, the top one is where they keep their menus at.
Oh.
Yeah. It serves multiple purposes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, there's notes on here too. So I guess that's what TVs it's feeding.
I would assume so, yes.
Yeah.
And they said they're having problems with their Wi-Fi too. And I was like, well, is it in a similar equipment box,
Jeez. All right, we'll put a. I mean, this is hilarious. I can only imagine how hot that is to walk by.
That's fine. Spectrum gives them to you for free, so
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That's what you pay the high monthly fee for, so you can kill these boxes and not have to pay for it.
Exactly. All right. Well, if you have any feedback, questions, ideas for the show, or beautiful picks of the week to share with us, give us a shout. Our email address is feedback@HomeTech.fm, or you can head on over to HomeTech.fm/feedback and fill out the online form. We got project updates, and it doesn't look like anybody's done anything. I haven't done anything.
It's back to school.
TJ, have you done anything?
No, I've got no projects. I've been traveling. I got back from Maine and then I went to Tiffin. I don't think I have any more travel planned though, so I'll be doing some house projects and stuff. But no projects for me right now.
I'll have a project over the weekend probably. I got to finish off that dock camera. My Ubiquiti stuff's coming in tomorrow, so along with the Apple phones and everything. So I'll have an Apple phone. I can go out to the dock. I can plug in the stupid switch with the right size power supply, and everything will work.
You can do it.
I can do it, yeah. Gavin, did you do anything?
No, it's kind of been a slow time. I'm kind of waiting on a few products to get released. So they're supposed to be coming third quarter or fourth quarter. So when they get released, I'm pretty sure I'll be working on them.
You're going to get that Unify dual lens camera, aren't you? Is that what you're waiting on?
I want that one, but TJ won't come up here and run the PoE lines for me.
I've been busy, Gavin, and you don't want to pay my high fees. So
he's driving all over Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at that Reolink 180. What do they call it? The Elite Reolink Elite.
Oh yeah.
Floodlight one. I'm looking at that one because the camera over in my front garage it's gone now. I need to replace it. So I'm kind of waiting on that one. I hope they don't release it when it's cold outside, so I don't have to fight the cold.
I mean, it's the same camera, though, right?
It's very similar to the Unify, but that one's a floodlight one, right? Where the Unify kind of like sticks on the wall.
Yeah.
But the Unify one looks awesome. It would be such a perfect for my side of my house. You get the whole side of the house.
Yeah, and the Reolink one is pretty nice. So I think having the panoramic camera does make a big difference, depending on what you have. But the corner of houses and everything like that, they're great. I have two of them. So
I'm just afraid you might not. Did you ever get them working in the Unify through the AI port or anything like that?
Nah, I've not tried to. I think the back one I can, but I don't know if I was able to ever get the Reolink floodlight too.
Yeah, that's my only fear. I need something that works with the port.
Yeah, I'd never tried adjusting the resolution or anything on either camera, so could be as simple as that.
All right. Well, maybe next week we'll have more projects to share with everybody. Project updates. I just haven't had time to do very much. I did do some soldering stuff, and man, I'm gonna have to buy a microscope thing. One of those microscope like zoom in things, because I can't see small stuff anymore because I'm old.
You're getting old now. Yeah, I feel
sad.
the same way. Yeah.
But this stuff was small anyway.
I know.
Electronics have also gotten smaller, to my defense. Like when I was younger, the electronics, I mean, I was smaller as well, but like the electronics were not as tiny as they are now. And I'm trying to solder some stuff onto like some old gaming system motherboards to get HDMI out on them. It's kind of interesting projects out there. Yeah, you have to like solder onto the pins that are on the chips, and it's very small. Like you have to solder these ribbon cables onto it. And I'm like, I wonder if I'm this delicate to be doing this work. But it's getting too small for me to look at each individual pin on the chip and make sure that I get the solder touching the ribbon cable at the it's going to be a mess. So
one of the most used apps on my phone right now is the magnifier.
The magnifying glass, yeah. I use it to check the solders. Yeah. It works.
And the funny part is I see people pull out their camera to do the similar thing, and I'm always like, hey, there's a magnifier app that's so much better than using
it works
your camera,
great. Yeah.
And it's like a game changer for them, I just hope I never get to the point where my font is like 200% on my phone, because those guys to read one message have to scroll like 3 times.
Oh, yeah. I see people do that all the time. And I'm still lucky enough I don't have I'm still using like the smallest font. Like I crank it all the way down to get all the stuff on the I went to the eye doctor this week and they were like, okay, do you need readers? I'm like, nope, I'm still using the small font. and she asked me for something. I'm like, oh, it's on my phone, but I'll never be able to read it because you just dilated my eyes. So it's like, forget it. You're not going to get this information now. It's funny, but yeah. I'm still on the small font train here until as long as I can be. But yeah, I had a boss that had it like cranked all the way up, and it was still too small for him. Like you could read his phone from across the room. It's like, man, that's something. Anyway, eyes. When they come out like a little pill that you can take and it corrects your vision and all that good stuff, that'd be great. No, we'll give you we'll shoot lasers at it.
Yeah,
that's what we'll do. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the show this week. We do want to thank everyone for listening to the show, but especially those who are able to financially support the show through our Patreon page. If you don't know about the Patreon page, head on over to HomeTech.fm/support and learn how you can support the show for as little as $1 a month. Any pledge over $5 a month gets you a big shout out here on the show, but every single pledge gets you an invite over to our private Slack chat, The Hub, where you and other patrons of the show can go in there and see all sorts of stuff. Like you could have seen these pictures that TJ posted.
That's right.
Before they were this week, but it would have been before they were picks of the week. So
you can see them 4 weeks before they're posted on the show.
Exactly. Anyway, if you can't support the show financially, totally understand. Just appreciate a 5-star review or positive rating in the podcast app of your choice. That's going to wrap up the show this week. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Till next time.
Take care. Hi, this is the HomeTech Podcast for Friday, September 19th. From Sarasota, Florida, I'm Seth Johnson.
Stop it.
From Pickering, Ontario, I'm Gavin Campbell.
Wait, that means I have to be me. That's not fun.
Yeah, you didn't choose fast enough.
Doesn't it? Sucks being you, huh?
I don't want to be me. Nobody else wants to be me either.
It still says Ryan Reynoldsburg, Ohio. I can't believe that. How long that's been there.
Wow. Never even noticed. I didn't even look at it.